Hello, happy Tuesday after Labor Day, right? Gosh, I can't believe it's September already. But this is what I wanted to talk with you all about today are BTS vibes. What's BTS? Back to school, okay? So this is like a legit thing. And I have been seeing clients for over 20 years, and there are definite themes that happen in life. And one of them, whether you have kids or not, are the back to school vibes. Okay. And so it's pretty amazing because it's like this summer, especially this summer, where it's like somebody called it like the roaring 20s, and I was like, oh my god, that's totally exactly what it is. It's just like after being quarantined for so long, the summer opened up, the restrictions lightened, and then all of a sudden everybody is like out, and I've been calling it like the summer on crack. But, Labor Day has hit, and we have, the days are getting shorter. Like here in Seattle, it is like 10 o'clock at night in the summer when the sun is down, and it's awesome. And could also lead to like some really frenetic kind of energy. But now the days are starting to get shorter. And I literally just learned, super cool fun fact, at least if you have a psychology brain like me, that this time of year, the back to school time, is the second most stressful time of the year, second to the holidays. I was totally floored when I learned that. And I was just like, yeah, that makes total sense. So like, I'd love to hear from you. Like, does that make sense in your world? I know it does with mine. And again, whether or not you have kids, right? You are picking up on this energy, and it's like doubling down if you are an empath, okay? And so what happens is that we've been conditioned by society, and also not just by society, but by the cycles of life, to start to kind of ramp up and harvest, so to speak, for fall. So like, remember when we were kids, like, and it was like summer and it was carefree and you were on summer break, right? And then August starts to kind of knock on your door, and then you're like, oh man, here comes the bummer, right? Because I was like, oh, that means that school's going to start. Even my daughter, like, we have a calendar in our kitchen, and it's like one of those dry erase boards. And so I was putting August down, right? And I was writing everything. And then like September 1st is when they went back to school. And so I wrote first day of school, and one of my daughters was like, can you not write that? Because then I'm going to be focusing on it and it's going to stress me out. And I was just like, 100%. I was kind of excited for it, but so I took it off. But it is one of those things where you start to think about homework or like history class, which I always personally hated. And I still literally have these anxiety dreams, which everybody has, about my version is like I am supposed to graduate like high school or college, and I just never showed up for my history classes, and I have to read all of these books on history within like the next 3 hours for like my final exam. And it's like a total anxiety dream. And my college professor, who I was like his TA, and he was like that fine line between brilliant and crazy, we called them the Great Matriculation Dreams, because everybody has this anxiety that like they need to take a test. They didn't study for the test, or they're supposed to write this paper on history and blah, blah, blah. So it's just this pretty funny phenomenon. Oh yeah, I bet you do, Tiffany, especially working in a school system, right? And so, but it is kind of a bummer some people think it's a total bummer when summer is over, and some people kind of get excited for it. So I would love to hear from you. And which one are you? Like, are you like eternal summer, or are you like, yeah, I'm all about cozying up for the fall? Like, I'm a little bit of both, but I'm really excited to cozy up for fall. Fall is also my season. My birthday is in fall, so I'm like psyched to get fall going. So, but energetically, fall is a great time to get shit done. Okay? It is all about grounding, that frenetic, fun-filled, free and breezy summer. I love sweater weather too. Like, this is actually one of the things that I started to do this weekend in terms of grounding and harvesting and prepping and all the things. Was I started to clean out my closet. So like at least of my summer stuff. So I have a big pile on my floor that I have to kind of continue to get around to. And this actually was in the pile to throw out. And I was like, I don't think I'm ready yet for that one. So you have to honor this transition, right? It's also spring, summer is all about masculine energy and being active and growth, right? And then the fall, winter is all feminine energy, which is really about grounding and going within and harvesting, right? So what can you do for yourself to help ground you and gear you up for next season? Like, is it a more structured schedule? Is it getting back to your soul care practice? And I know one thing that helps me, and well, aside from my kids actually being back in school, right, like not online, is the concept of time blocking, right? I also like to call it time creating, but you're literally blocking out chunks of time on your calendar to get your to-do list going. Or, some people are like, I just have it like being like, okay, I'm going to see clients, or I'm going to create time to write for a course or a book or whatever. Sometimes I even put in exercise if I know that my day is pretty scheduled, and I'm gonna do that today because today's one of those days. But some people, like, I'm not super detailed with it, but like some people are like legit detailed with it, where they like put in like cook dinner, hang with friends and family, like errands, da 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 da. So, but time blocking, because at the end of the day, all of us only have 24 hours to the day, right? And so how are you using your time? Are you using it on everybody else? And then you're like one of these people who are like, I have no time. It's like, we all have time. We just need to create it, and we need to block out time. I just did another time blocking template. Oh, that's cool. Will you post that in the group? Because I'm sure other people in here would love to have at least a template if they don't. So feel free to post so that we could all have time blocking templates. So another thing that helps me focus, right, because this is about grounding and channeling that energy, is putting the damn phone away. Shutting off all of your alerts, the text alerts, the Facebook alerts, the phone, and all the things. Like, just shut it off. And then you get to choose when you want to pick it up, instead of being like, oh, it's like Pavlov and his dog, or Skinner with his rats, and it's like every time there's a ding, we're conditioning ourselves to pick up the phone and do something, right? And so it is seriously like the summer of technology. It's just like, oh, what's going on? And I literally have to be like, okay, shut it down. Yes, do not disturb, and put it the fuck away, right? That is the number one time burglar, as my girlfriend calls it, is the phone, and quite honestly, Facebook. I know I'm on it, but what are you gonna do? But I'm using it for stuff like this, not like doom scrolling, right? So, fun fact about, hi, Miss Heidi. The fun fact about your phone is that it's not really about your phone, but since we're talking about the phone being a distraction, when you get distracted, if like you're in the zone and you've time blocked and you're doing your thing, and then you pick up your phone and you look at it and you get distracted by it, or somebody comes in your door or whatever it is, it takes 15 minutes to get back and refocus that energy on whatever task you were just working on. So I know for me, I have to put my phone away if I have to get shit done. And so, and when I do that, I call it grad school mode, right? Because I'm like a sparkly object type of person, right? I'd love to hear if you're a sparkly object person or if you're like super focused, but I'm a total sparkly object person. And so I need to have minimal distractions. And then I have to, like I said, I call it grad school mode because I literally have to put the blinders on and study, and also know how long you could be in that mode for. Like I know for myself, I can only be in that mode tops 3 hours, and then my brain shuts off, and then I have to go watch, I don't know, Discovery Plus or something. All right, that is all that I have for you today, my friends. I hope you are enjoying the unofficial first day of fall. And I'm gonna go get into my back to school mode, grad school mode, focused energy, and I hope you will too. All right, mwah, bye.